Hello, my name is Hannah Brooks and I'm studying to be a high school English teacher. So when I was in 11th grade, I decided to sign up for an AP English class. And the very first day, we were all sitting there scared, and this tiny little woman walks in, it's about 4 feet tall, with kinky, curly blonde hair. And she immediately comes in, folds her arms like that, and she immediately just takes control of the classroom. And you could tell she had been doing it for a while, teaching for a while. And it was amazing. She immediately had respect, she immediately had control, and she immediately had the love of her students because she was funny, kind-hearted, sweet, but tough and very blunt. So what I loved about Miss Hodge is she knew when to be tough and she knew when to be soft and kind-hearted. There was one day in particular that we were reading Fahrenheit 451, which if you ever read that, it's a very futuristic book, and it's a tough read for an 11th grader. And I remember coming in after we'd read maybe 30-40 pages of the book, and I just blurted out something crazy, and I just said, I don't understand this book, I don't get this and this and this. And another girl beside me had said, basically, hey stupid, you don't understand it. And Miss Hodge, she didn't address the problem, she didn't address the student or me. Instead, she explained it to us. She never spoon-fed anything to us. We worked for everything. She was a pusher. But she explained it to us in a calm way, in a calm fashion. She would even read to us sometimes. We did Of Mice and Men during one part of the class, and she even did little voices for George and Lenny. And it was amazing. She just knew how to adapt to certain situations. She was never overly controlling. She was never overly tough even. She was tough the right amount and she was kind-hearted the right amount. And because of that, I actually learned how to write a paper in her class. I learned how to dissect literature from her class. And I learned that I wanted to be a teacher in her class. So I'm not a really blunt person. I'm not a tough person. I know that I need to learn how to do that. And that's something I do want to learn. You know, granted, I don't want to be the tough teacher all year, but I know that I need to be strict at first because the stricter you are, the more you can lay back later, if necessary. And I know I want her toughness. I want her charisma. And I want to be able to take control of my classroom the way she did. But also I want to be able to explain literature to my kids. I want to be able to explain grammar. I want to be able to teach my kids how to write a proper paper. And if that means being the tough teacher, being hard on them, pushing them, then that's what I'm going to do. Because she pushed us, and I look back with very, very fond memories of this woman because of what she did for me. She taught me how to write a paper, how to write a proper paper. And I've made it through almost 4 years of college now, able to write because of her. I'm not the perfect writer, but I can write because she taught me how to write. And that's something, writing is power. If you can write and if you can dissect literature, you can do anything. And she gave me that gift. And I'm forever indebted to her about that. And I hope I can be half the teacher she was to us, to my classroom.